Today, at 29 years old, I live in a wheelchair because of a bath given to me as a newborn. When growing up, I always felt sad watching other children playing and doing whatever they liked, while I sat in a wheelchair, waiting for someone to assist me. I was told by my mother that I wasn't born this way. I was born strong and healthy. Something happened that changed everything. I was born in a small village in eastern Nigeria, where tradition is sacred and questioning it is often seen as disrespect. In our village, it is customary to bathe newborns with water soaked in certain leaves. They believe it cleanses the baby spiritually and physically, to remove evil, protect from ancestral curses, and open the baby's destiny. About 3 days after I was born, I was bathed with leaves plucked from behind a thatched toilet pit. The leaves were soaked in dirty water. They didn't know the metal bowl they used had rusted on the inside. The next morning after bathing me, my body became stiff. My jaw locked. My back arched like a bow. My tiny limbs jerked uncontrollably. I was burning with fever, and my mother said my eyes rolled backward. They rushed me to the health center, but it was too late. The doctor on duty cried when she saw me. She diagnosed it as neonatal tetanus, a deadly disease caused by a bacterium called Clostridium tetani. She explained that it enters the body through open wounds or the umbilical stump, especially when unclean materials or substances are applied. It produces a poison that attacks the nerves and muscles, leading to spasms, rigidity, and often death. I survived. But the damage stayed with me forever. The infection damaged my nervous system. I couldn't sit upright without support. That was how I ended up in a wheelchair. As I grew older and understood what had happened, I became angry, not at my parents, but at the ignorance that still holds many villages hostage. We think we are honoring tradition, but sometimes, tradition is slowly killing us. We reject vaccines, hospitals, and trained health workers because we believe Western medicine is not spiritual. But science is not our enemy. Ignorance is. I began to read about tetanus, the disease that broke my body, and I learned something painful. It is preventable. A simple vaccine can protect a baby before birth. Clean delivery practices can ensure a child grows up healthy. But people must be educated, especially in rural areas where harmful traditional practices are still celebrated. Every culture has beauty. But not every tradition is safe. This could have been prevented. Let us protect our children.